Hey, my name is Tyark. Before I break down the track, I'm going to let you know that this project is available on my Patreon if anyone is interested in looking at it for yourself. But let's get into the breakdown. So for this Duskus Style track, I used only built-in Ableton instrument and effects, and I first began with the drum pattern, which sounds like this. So it's a swingy 4 on the floor pattern, 134 BPM, and I separated the kick and the tops into two different channels. So one thing that Duskus is known for is this wideness effect that he puts on his drums, and also the flanginess. And so I'll show you how I replicated that. I created an audio effect channel with two channels. One's the dry, and then one's this echo phasey flangy effect that I made. And that effect sounds like this. I used an echo, and I was basically just automating the left and right milliseconds and then EQ'd that. After that, I applied a delay with the time being 5.51 ms, zero feedback. The filter looks like this, ping pong, and a dry wet of 37%, which gives it that wideness effect. And then I put on a multiband dynamics with the car stereo preset at 25%, and finally a utility with bass mono turned on at 200 Hertz. Now moving on to the lead, I used Ableton's wavetable, and with two oscillators, one being a basic sine and the other being a basic saw, with a filter that is opening up with automation, as well as being tied to the amplitude, which is in this plucky pattern. It sounds like this. For the effects, I use a saturator at 9 dB, OTT at 30%, compressor at -18 dB and 4:1 ratio, grain delay an octave above at 25%, and a hybrid reverb set to halls and big clear at 30%, 200% stereo. Moving on to the pad, I used operator, two oscillators, one being a triangle and one is a saw wave. It's filtered, as well as a chorus ensemble at 33%. Sounds like this. For the bass sound, I use wavetable. It's just a basic saw with a filter at OSR with the drive, and it opens up. For the sub, I use this basic sub sine preset in Ableton with the overtone set to 55 and distortion set to 20. It sounds like this. Finally, I took all the non-percussive elements, grouped them together, and put a sidechain compression on, set to the kick, and I set the amount to -36.8 dB and 8.47:1 ratio, and the final result sounds like this. All right, so that's it. Again, if you're interested in taking a look at this project yourself, feel free to check out my Patreon. It's currently $5 a month, and I'm continuing to add more to it as much as I can. Anyways, feel free to like and subscribe. Check out the links in the description, and thanks for watching. Peace.